Hello and welcome to episode 13 of Matt's Modded Let's Play. As you can see, once again I am starting down in my Thorncraft room, and that's because off camera, when I've been sorting out a little bit of my logistics system, I've been popping back and forth from here just to throw in bits and pieces, and as you can see I'm almost out of paper there. And as you can see, I've got quite a few new recipes. So Thormic Crystallizer, 70. So some of these ones like Crystallizer, and I've got two of the Crystallizers. Duplicator, Arcane Focus, but with the 7 League boots I did get a hard one, so that's a good downgrade for it. And I also got a inert carpet and the Charm of Cleansing, which are both torturous, which is in a higher level. And I've also got Fragment of Forbidden Knowledge that I will be looking at later. But I also did find a couple more recipes, a Thormic Restorer, and I found a easier version of the Pickaxe of the Core. So let's have a look at these recipes then, shall we? You can see these require enchanted wood, an animated piston, and iron ingots. Okay, and then we shall Pickaxe of the Core. So we need a Thormium Pickaxe, fiery crystals, and enchanted wood. Okay, so we'll throw them back into there, we'll research them later. Okay. So, we are going to be making a couple of quick Thorncraft items today. And we're going to be needing a couple of crystals. And we need to be going over here. Now, if you combine... Oh, I've already got crystals in there. Perfect for this. Okay, so if you combine iron ingots with fiery crystals inside a infuser, you get Thormium ingots. And then if we go over here and combine a stick in the normal recipe, we get what's known as a Thormium sword. Now, basic tools, I'm not quite sure about the stats and stuff, but I wouldn't normally use them unless I had an absolute stupid abundance of stuff to use. But you can upgrade these things using some enchanted wood and vaporous crystals to get the Sword of the Zephyr. So we shall be trying that one out in a little bit. Now I also want to get one of the Pickaxe of the Cores, so let's have a look if we can remember the recipe for it. Okay, so we need a Thormium Pickaxe, enchanted wood, and fiery crystals. Now I was playing around off camera and I managed to learn how to do the Thormium ingots, so I do have a couple of them there. So it wasn't me cheating or anything. It's just I wanted to show you on camera how you do it, and I wasn't set up to record at the time. So we make a Thormium Pickaxe in the same way we make a normal pickaxe. Place that in the middle, place the enchanted wood, and do the Pickaxe of the Core. Now if I remember correctly, Pickaxe of the Core is... any materials harvested is automatically smelted as if by a furnace. Holding shift suppresses this power. It's also used to create a small wisp that will guide you to the most valuable item it can find. So very bloody useful, because then it can smelt stuff. So if we've got an abundance of a certain resource, we just smelt it there and then on the go. Okay, let's place those crystals back. We shall come back and try those out later, because right now I want to finish off my system. So we shall be heading back over to our main room. And as you can see, I have started... You see, I've laid power lines at the top there, and the power lines go behind, so all the machines are now fully powered. I've upgraded the thing, and I've placed them on top of the house. We'll go see that in a minute. And as you can see, I've started setting up what I want in each particular chest. Now as you can see, I've also added a few more automatic crafting benches. Now we're going to be going through, because I've got a few items that I want to be showing, to make, and to do. As you can see, we need our provider modules, and we need 8 of these in total, and I'll show you why soon. So as you can see, it's just lapis, redstone, surrounded by a golden gear, or a blank module surrounded by 1 golden gear, lapis, and redstone. So let us make all of them. We also have the polymorphic item sync, which is what pulls items from the network into a chest if there's items of that kind already in the chest it's connected to. So that's very good for our sorting system, so we instantly put them up in the first chest and they'll instantly sort through. Now then, these next 4, I believe, are for a series of items that are going to be very useful for, as you can see, my inventory is already half full and I've basically just got the very basic stuff. So we need to try and get some more basic. Nope, I got it wrong. This is a diamond handsaw and we're going to be needing this for a mess I've made upstairs. So as you can see, it's 3 sticks, 2 iron. You can use just iron, or you can use any of the red power 2 gems like sapphires, rubies, emeralds, or you can use diamond. Now diamond is the hardest one and it can cut any block. And I will show you now actually. Okay, so you place it in a crafting bench, because I actually do need some stuff. And then you place an item in, we'll get to, and as you can see it comes down to being a stone slab, which is the same thickness as any of them, and as you can see it does take durability damage. Now as you can see you've got this nifty little interface, you can actually stand them up on their sides, so you can make all kinds of neat furniture looking stuff and other bits like that. But now if you combine it again, you get stone panels, which are basically just thinner versions of that, and again just used for all kinds of things. And then if you do it again, we get the thinnest one, which are stone covers, and as you can see I can't do it again, but you can combine them into strips if you put them on the side. And if you place them back together, you can make thicker ones again. But these panels are going to be useful when it comes to stuff like, I don't know, say like covering up wires and other bits like that. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. Okay, these last 3 then. Okay, as you can see we're using a diamond to make a covalence dust. Now covalence dust, that's the 3rd level of it. You've already seen the first 2, which is used for various equivalent exchange bits and pieces. It requires a diamond and a piece of coal, so it's not exactly cheap, but it can make the higher level divining rod, if you remember the divining rods from about episode 3 or 4 I think it was. So we need all of that. Now in this next one is one of the very high powered equivalent exchange items. As you can see here, we are going to be making 16 of these things, and as you can see it requires a diamond and 16 of each covalence dust, stone, and I got the covalence dust the wrong way around, smooth stone and iron. So it's a very expensive recipe, but it gets us alchemical chests. I'm going to get just 10 of them for now, and as you see they are worth a whopping, well, pretty much an 8,000 EMC, because these are only worth like what, 208, 256, 64, and then that's the one that pumps the cost up. And here we need these covalence dust. We're making 4 for now, which means we're going to need 4 of these. So if you place a alchemical chest, which is a equivalent exchange chest, and as you can see it's quite a large chest. I think it's on par with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's on par with gold and diamond chests. As you can see, you can pick them up really easily. Okay, so now we place the 4 chests in the middle and we get what's known as an alchemy bag. Now, the colour of the wall depends on the colour of the bag. So if we open up the bag, you see there's a whole other inventory that you can place things in, and we can use as additional inventory space. So we get how many more inventory spaces? So it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the same size as an alchemical chest for the 1 space in our inventory. And there are other things and stuff, so you can instantly like sort things out in the bags and whatnot. So let us get 4 more bags. So we want an orange bag, I think a nice blue bag, and should you go for a nice black bag? Yeah. Okay. So we need orange wool. Guess it's an orange bag, and we are going to be eventually using all these bags. I'm only just showing you now, and as you can see, a blue bag and a black bag. As you can see, if I place, say, my stone covers in the black bag, and then get my orange bag out, as you can see, they are separate inventories. So you can have, I think it's 16 colours of, so it's every colour of wool you can gets you different things. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to this side, where it's just a couple of additional items on top of the wool I added in there just to keep it close by. See here, we're going to be making something so we never have to carry around another axe or anything with us again. It's another one of the IC2 industrial craft stuff, so it's the chainsaw. It's just refined iron in a sort of chainsaw pattern, really, with electronic circuit and a charged battery. Or it can be a uncharged battery, but then you have to charge it up using either your backpack, black pack, or thing there. So we shall go and test that out soon as well. And as you can see here, I've got a Thormium axe, and I didn't grab. Yeah, I did. Right, a Thormium axe. So here is the nice Thormium axe that you can get standardly. Now, if you combine it with aqueous crystals and enchanted wood in that pattern, you get the axe of the stream. Now, if you remember the axe of the stream, that's the one that chops down an entire tree in one go. I know we've just made the chainsaw, but the axe of the stream is going to be my primary one. It's just I wanted to show you the chainsaw because I think the chainsaw is pretty awesome. Okay, so let us head upstairs. And let me show you around. Okay, as you can see, I've still got my Klein Star sitting in there. I've got a gold chest sat here with a item sync module with the default route as yes, which means into here all of these items are going to get sorted eventually. Now, any items that don't have a location will get sent back here, so I can then learn to manually sort it afterwards if I have to. And then I need... Okay. Now, the alchemical chest can be upgraded again. And as you can see, I did manage to find quite a lot of diamonds on my trip, and I am starting to run out of diamonds again. Then again, I did completely, as you can see in the distance, I did completely take down the quarries, mine everything down there, and more or less fill in all the tops. Okay, so if we put 4 diamonds with 4 obsidian, you get a special item called, if I get it right, bloody thing, an energy condenser. Now, the energy condenser is basically the same as, well, it's kind of similar to between the relay and the transmutation table. Which reminds me, I need to grab the Eternalist fuel and that. Okay, as you can see, I had a little walkway out here just so I can get up onto the roof because I was tired of having to cut through my wall every time. And as you can see, I've made an extra 3 low voltage solar arrays. Now, I could have made this into one single medium voltage solar array, but I can buy it because it requires 8 of these surrounded by a medium voltage transformer. But I thought, keep it like that because then it looks kind of eco-friendly house. See, that's spreading quite a lot. Doesn't seem to be any wisps out today. It's weird. Been mucking around in a test world and I forgot to set it back to... Yeah. So hopefully that should now reset, because I was kind of wondering why I wasn't hearing wisps and stuff flying around. And I also upgraded my bee chest to gold as opposed to iron. Oh, where's the sun? It's there. Okay, that's good. Alright. As you can see, I've set up 2 more Mark 1 energy collectors, and now if I place the energy collector or the energy condenser in the middle, see, it's still going up. But then if I place, say, a piece of bread, see, it draws the energy out, or it stops it from going. And you can see it collects energy from these 2 and it produces more bread. I'm going to not actually use that for that because I do have a use for it, because there's an item I want to get and I'm not going to use it for that much more besides this at the moment because it's a very expensive item. As you can see, 73,000 EMC, it's 9 diamonds. Surround a diamond block with a turnless fuel. Each one's worth a diamond, so that's what, 9 diamonds, add 8, 17 diamonds worth for one piece of dark matter. Now this is a tier 2, I think it's tier 2 equivalent exchange item, because you've got normal stuff like glowstone and diamonds and stuff, and it works for the collectors as well. For the Mark II collector you have to use dark matter, and then for the Mark IIIs you have to use red matter, which is upgraded versions. So if I combine these into dark matter, just quickly teach that to my transmutation table, and if I run upstairs, add this into there, and as you can see it's going to slowly start making it, but because it needs 139,000 it will take a while. I need 4 of them, but that should take at least 2 or 3 episodes worth to get done. As you can see, I've got up into the roof, and now I'm going to be leaving this top bit away so I can like charge bits and stuff, but I need to be able to cover these lower sections, which means it does look kind of ugly, I know, but at least that way it's a little bit more difficult to see what's there. And of course I'm going to need to leave that top one exposed so I can get hold of that. I'll figure out some way of doing that, and then once I've moved this chest I will cover up the bottom bit. So for now I'll add that into there, I'll add that into there and that into there. I just want to clear out my inventory. I don't know, I promised we'd go out and try running out of space some of these items. However, I want to get the storage system working, and once we've got the storage system working we should go and try some of the new tools we've just made. Okay, so we've got the item sync module upstairs, and it will come down, come into here. Now as you can see, I've added in the item sync module all these ores. Now the great thing about this is you can click in, say that, and it doesn't actually use the item. So with each one of these it pulls out these ores and stuff, pulls out them, pulls out them, pulls out them, and then with these ones we've got the dusts. I can hear a zombie somewhere in the caves around me. So I've got it set up for all of them. Okay, now so we'll do the ores one first. Okay, so we add in provider module. As you can see, normal inventory mode, blah 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 blah, and then if we quickly go upstairs and right click on this, as you can see we can now select, say like 3 iron ingots. It will come up out the system and spit out right in front. How awesome is that? And I have to apologise now if you can actually hear the ice cream truck in the background. It's an extremely hot day today, and it's just the start of the kids' summer holidays, so it's basically hell. Right, so we shall add now our polymorphic item sync. Now hopefully what this should do, if I've got the item module cards right, should pull. Okay, nope, I know what it is. Okay, we shall add the rest of the cards in. There's a reason why I made an extra provider module, and it's because it needs to go upstairs underneath the chest. Add polymorphic. Now of course these last few chests don't actually have anything in them just yet, but I made them just so that once I've sorted out the majority of stuff, like the really valuable stuff, it's going to be easy. Okay, so provider module poly thingy bobby, polymorphic item sync. Yeah. It's getting nice and dark now. Okay, so right click on this one and add the provider module. Now that should, or is it the extractor module we have to use? It might be the extractor module. This could be interesting. I may have actually just mucked this up. It's the only thing I didn't test because I was so sure that I'd get it right. Iron gear. We've already got that set up downstairs, so I just need another blank module. Should be... Nope. Alright. Need a little bit of redstone. Alright. And then that. And I also need... Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, let's quickly head downstairs. So I'm going to quickly smelt up this gold. I want to see if this... Do I have an extractor here? As you can see, look, it's moving around. It's going in and it's going to... Where did it go? Ah, it went actually into the right chest, it's just you couldn't see it. So as you can see, it's done it perfectly. Alright. So we shall just quickly use this to make one more blank module. To make one more iron gear. It's kind of embarrassing. And then, perfect. Right, extractor module, and I'm hoping yeah, I'll just add golden nuggets in there. Hoping this works. If not, I'm going to have to come back and rethink about what I actually did. Well, it is going, but it's going very slowly. So it might not be the provider, it must be the item sink. Okay, for now, it's very slow and I will work on getting that sorted before next episode. We do have a blank module there. Yeah, and I will work on getting that sorted for next episode. I shall... Enderman. I spy Enderman off the bow. Okay. I am going to cut the recording here. I'm going to go to sleep and then I'm going to find some good places to use some of our new tools. So I'll see you in the morning. Welcome back, and after sleeping and just having a quick bit of research, I figured out what I'd done wrong. I was using the wrong type of module card. Now this one requires a diamond gear, which is, as you saw when we were making the quarry, gold gear surrounded by diamonds. We then need that with some more lapis, blank module card to get a quick sort module. Now, looking back on it, that would have probably been the more sensible idea to grab one of them. With the name quick sort, you would have thought it would have done the job. So, let's see, with the item sync module, we've got default route to yes, so we add the quick sort module. As you can see, the items are being pumped out stupidly bloody quick. Now, because these systems, as you can see, everything's being macerated. And then everything else is going, whizzing through here and getting sorted into the various chests. How bloody awesome is that? And as you can see, because there's a lot of items and stuff coming in, So it's got to the point now where I think there's so much smeltable items, is that even a word, smeltable items, that everything else is getting bounced back here until it can be sorted. But then it will instantly sort it, and then it will thingy-bobby it, put it in there and deal with it. So for now, let's replace the floor over here to make that look nice and neat. We shall then grab a couple of our new items and let us don't like spiders in real life, so make it a mission goal to kill them whenever possible. Right, let's have a look at the spread of this shit over my land. Okay, I think off camera I did go and have a look. I did go and stand at the top there and have a look, and I think that you can just about see the borders of chunks, and I think this is the border of a chunk, whereas this is a new chunk. And as you've noticed, that seems to have filled out basically a square and not gone too much further. So I'm thinking the fact that the V's content in the surrounding squares hasn't gone down low enough yet to allow most of it to copy, but it's only a matter of time before it will, because it evens out. Now, setting up a base right next to a jungle was a good idea, because it enabled me to have a... I don't remember that being there before. That's good. That means that the V's level must be equaling out to the point where I can have great wood trees and stuff, which is useful because that will stop the growth of that. Now, I'm not 100% sure where that tree went that was there. Sort of just disappeared, and aha, slime. Okay, so then let us, as you can see here, so we'll break a couple of these vines. Okay, so let's use the chainsaw, and as you can see, this is a very quick, easy way of collecting wood. Let us now do it with now, as you can see, I've pretty much got a stack of wood there and then, but it did damage it quite a lot. Which means if I don't want to be using a lot of resources to remake them, I'm going to have to use my Thormic Restorer, which you saw me get the recipe for earlier, pretty quickly to quickly going, so I can do it. So it uses V's to repair the items. See, loads of bread. Continued my honey process. I'm leaving these on regardless of whether or not it's raining, and I will be piping that down into my storage system as well. I know not many people do like the bees, but as you can see here, I'm just combining forest. Oh, got a couple of common. I want to keep the commons because they're useful for making other breeds later on. I know I'm not going to do too much breeding of the bees, but I would like... Okay, look, we're going to use a common and a common, keep our cultivated, and do that. So we've got a good collection of a couple of different types of bees. Okay, so we're going to throw them in there. So I've now got, what is it? 4 common, 3 cultivated, and 24 of them. And I apologise if you can hear my grandparents in the background. They are doing something. No idea what, but not, you know, grandparents, bless them. Okay, so I think the next job I'm going to be getting on with is... Okay, I think I need to be rearranging some of these signs down here. As you can see, it's still smelting and macerating, which means it's going to get me a nice amount of bits and pieces. Now, there is one item I'd like to make, and I know I don't think I have the resources for it yet, because it would make automatic process of stuff very easy. It's what's known as an ender chest. Now, the ender chest has 3 little bits on top, and you use dye, which I've got a lot of for my project for the logistics table. And use wall at the top surrounded by obsidian with a chest, ender pearl with blaze rods. I don't have the blaze rods yet, unfortunately. I'm going to actually have to go into the nether and find a blaze spawner, but before I do that I want to get the item I'm waiting for with the dark matter, with the dark matter, just to make life a very damn sight a lot easier. So I was going to be thinking of another item that I could make, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. That's not a good sign. Aha, nope, not world anchor. It is a... So I saw it a minute ago, that's why it sort of clicked on that I needed one. Well, I might need a couple actually. Here we go. Teleport tethers. Now these things are basically item loaders, chunk loaders. We'll make 6 slots of them. We have we'll make 4 of them for now. Put the rest of that into there. Yeah, we'll just use this one. So you surround a piece of lapis with that, which will get us 16 teleport tethers, which will be more than enough pretty much for life. Just need to make sure now that aha, yeah, this could be a problem. Okay, we'll reassign that to F8 because my recording key is F9 and I don't want to be turning on and off the recording as I'm doing stuff. Okay, now chunk loaders or teleport tethers are basically items that are used to keep chunks, a certain amount of chunks away, always loaded into game memory. So let us have a look. As you can see, it's just slowed my game down dramatically. Okay, take that off. Okay, so that should load pretty much everything surrounding my house. We'll add another one in with my Thorncraft lab, which is what its official name is going to be now. It's my Thorncraft lab, and I am going to be having I think I'm going to be needing to move my house at some point away from that corruption. I say corruption, it's more, well, it's not corruption really. Okay, we shall place it, let's say, hidden from view there. So I need a couple of bits of smooth stone. Perfect. Alright, got no paper. Okay, sod it. We'll put that into there. And so that should always stay loaded now. My house should always stay loaded. It's perfect. Okay, one more thing before I finish, which means regardless of where I am in the world, my item system will always work, which will be useful because then I can go, means I can always go out and about and not have to worry about various bits of like the system not working and then clogging up when I'm trying to store stuff. And as you can see, not even close to one piece of dark matter yet. Let's have a quick sleep. I'll do this on camera because there's one thing I want to quickly show you all before we wrap the episode up for today. Because some of you may be wondering why all of a sudden this is all gone and what's actually going to happen now I've moved my quarries. For some reason a skeleton's decided to try and stay in the water. Won't be staying in the water for long. Wow, that's got good aim. Whoa, that spider scared me. Habit of doing that in real life as well. As you can see, is a large quantity of glass. Oh, Mr. Clever. Decided to hide in here. Now I'm going to be covering this up with dirt. I just wanted to show you. As you can see, I've pretty much mined everything out. The obsidian's staying down there. I can always break back down and go back onto it another time if I need to. And as you can see, miss bloody skeletons. Now of course these things are going to be monster pits, which I'm not complaining about. Keeps monsters away from the rest of it. And obviously this one here. Now they will be covered by dirt when I eventually get the time. But I just covered them over with stone for now, so I don't have gaping holes, so that if I do come over here I don't fall down them and die to my death. Which I won't because of my long fall boots, but I doubt I'd have enough material to actually get out. So yeah. Anyway, I do believe that's everything now for today. So I shall wrap the episode up here. And hopefully that corruption tainted stuff doesn't spread too far. Got my basic sorting system done. Easily expandable, as I do have multiple chests now. Do believe I'm going to make a couple more modules for here and here. Here for especially make another diamond chest. Here for have one for cobblestone at the top, and just have one for sand and dirt. As you can see, it's still all cooking. It's just doing iron at the moment. That's all it's doing. I do think I need to. I just want to double check. I want to make. Just want to see. I haven't got anything in the extractor yet, but that's just a matter of time. Anyway, I'm waffling and this episode is running very, very long. So this is Matt signing off episode 13. See you all next time.